Well, so I made a tweet and some other social media posts about Lizzo. Lizzo is now being sued by some former employees, dancers that worked with her on her tours and whatnot. I made some snark about how it's a good thing we got a Star Wars character from Lizzo before it turned out that she was a terrible person. Now we can always have Lizzo in The Mandalorian season 3 and know that she's probably kind of a monster. And I just want to say before we go further that maybe she's not a monster. I don't think it's good to. It's of course we all make snarky posts and comments when we hear these things, but it's possible that these allegations are baseless, right? We've seen lots and lots and lots of cases where somebody is accused of horrible things, just dragged on social media, canceled roundly by the broader culture, their careers or their lives are ruined, and it turns out that it's all frivolous bullshit. So Lizzo gets the benefit of the doubt just like everybody else. And I don't think it's quite innocent until proven guilty, because if it's not a court of law, that doesn't exactly apply. But I think reserving judgment is important. That being said, let's see. Lizzo's former backup dancers, Davis, Crystal Williams, and Noah Rodriguez, sent around a lawsuit filed against their former employer. These dancers are alleging several things against the performer, including failure to prevent sexual or religious harassment, disability discrimination, and assault. Hours after the initial headlines posted, Courtney Hollenquist, another former dancer who clarified she is not part of the lawsuit, voiced her support for those that sued. Soon thereafter, Quinn Wilson, Lizzo's former creative director, echoed Hollenquist's sentiments, adding that, "I haven't been a part of that world for around 3 years for a reason." Around dinner time, Sophia Nali Allison, an Oscar-nominated filmmaker who had been hired to make a documentary on Lizzo, admitted that she walked away from the project after 2 weeks. She said that she witnessed how arrogant, self-centered, and unkind Lizzo is. By Tuesday night, while in Boston, Beyoncé left the name Lizzo out of her Break My Soul remix. So there's a lot of interesting things here, right? Lizzo, of course, denies everything and says it's all lies, yada, yada, yada. And maybe it is. Maybe all these people are lying about her. It's been done before. I want to ask, for a while there in the Me Too movement, we were told, believe women. And this always struck me as a nice thought, nice sentiment. But having known both men and women, liars and scoundrels in my day, it's hard for me to just believe women. Because often two women don't say the same thing, right? We have two women each saying a different version of a story, and you're just supposed to believe women. And in this case, many women are suing a woman, a couple women actually, they're also suing her dance captain, Shirlene Quigley, and her company. Who do you believe? If you believe women, you have to believe all of these people. I believe every single person, or almost every single person I just mentioned, is a woman. So do you believe all of them? None of them? Slogans are stupid. You can't run a sort of empowering movement based around something as hollow and vapid as just believe women. Because some women can also be abusers, liars. They can also tell lies about accusers or about their assaulters. Assaulters, is that? And I've covered that before. False allegations are real. And of course, that's not the whole story either. There are obviously predatorial people out there and horrible people out there. I think it's just so myopic and stupid and self-defeating to come up with these notions that, in any given case where someone's accused, we should just believe them without reservation. Now, obviously, it's hard, if you are a victim of an assault or of a sexual assault or of abuse of any kind, and the people who did this to you are either dangerous or they're more powerful than you, it's hard to come forward because people might not believe you and you might suffer consequences for that. So it's really important to take people's accusations seriously. And it's just as important to verify that they are true. And I just find it so baffling that we've come to this place where we can't have a frank conversation about that, when it's so obvious that in a situation like this, we can't believe women because somebody in this equation is lying. Somebody did something wrong or is doing something wrong. They can't all be right. And if you go to other instances of allegations, the same rules apply. Just because a woman accuses a man of something doesn't mean she's telling the truth. Just because he denies it doesn't mean he's telling the truth. As a man, I've never once thought, believe men. Men can be liars. So I think this Lizzo case is just an interesting moment because she is so popular, because she is such a huge star. I'm not personally a fan of her music. I probably couldn't even pick out what song was hers. I didn't care for her role in the really dreadful season 3 of The Mandalorian. But then again, I like Jack Black, and I didn't care for his role in that season either. But I don't have to be a fan or not a fan of someone to say, we don't protect them because they're rich and powerful. We don't say this is impossible. No, someone who we admire so much couldn't possibly do this thing. But also that we don't condemn them without without evidence, without a trial. Even if it's not innocent until proven guilty in a court of public opinion, I think it's our responsibility to withhold judgment, to become informed, to be knowledgeable, to be patient, to have a sober and analytical mind when it comes to these emotionally charged things. Can you joke about it? Yeah. These are celebrities. That's what they get. That's the cross they bear. So anyways, let's see what happens. But these sacred cows fall. And there's probably going to be a cow joke in there somewhere, and I'm sorry about that. I did not mean it that way. Anyways, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.